Imagine growing up in a small coastal town, dreaming of one day becoming a star, only to find yourself wielding a hammer in one of the most iconic movie franchises in the world. This is the extraordinary story of Chris Hemsworth, the man behind Thor, the Marvel superhero we all love. But his journey wasn't always easy. It's filled with challenges, hard work, and an incredible rise to fame that's truly inspiring. Stay with us as we dive deep into the untold story of how Chris Hemsworth transformed from a laid-back Aussie to one of Hollywood's biggest action stars. Chris Hemsworth was born on August 11th, 1983, in Melbourne, Australia, but spent much of his early childhood in the rugged outback of Bulmer, a small town in the Northern Territory. Growing up in such a wild and remote place helped him develop a strong sense of adventure and love for nature, traits that would later influence his iconic action roles. His family then moved to Phillip Island, a quiet, beachy area where he and his two brothers, Luke and Liam, enjoyed a carefree upbringing. Hemsworth comes from a close-knit family. His mother, Leonie, was an English teacher, and his father, Craig, was a social services counselor. Despite their modest background, the Hemsworth household was full of energy, creativity, and strong family bonds. Chris often talks about how his parents' hardworking nature inspired him to pursue his dreams. His brothers, Luke and Liam, would also become actors, making the Hemsworth family one of the most famous acting dynasties in Hollywood. One interesting fact many people don't know is that Chris once dreamed of becoming a pro surfer, not an actor. The beaches of Phillip Island gave him a deep love for the ocean, and he spent countless hours surfing. It wasn't until his teenage years that acting even entered the picture. Chris Hemsworth's passion for acting started in high school. He was fascinated by storytelling and the power of film to bring characters to life. After finishing school, he attended Heathmont College, but his heart was set on making it in the entertainment industry. Determined to break into acting, he took small roles in Australian TV shows. His first real break came in 2004 when he landed a role on the popular Australian soap opera Home and Away, where he played Kim Hyde. Chris spent 3 years on Home and Away, and although it was a significant step forward in his acting career, he knew he wanted more than just local fame. Hollywood was calling, and in 2007, he left Australia behind and took a leap of faith, moving to Los Angeles with the dream of making it big in the international film industry. But like many young actors trying to make it in Hollywood, Chris's early days were filled with rejection and uncertainty. He auditioned for numerous roles but faced the harsh reality of a highly competitive industry. In interviews, Chris has admitted that there were moments of doubt, times when he questioned whether leaving Australia was the right move. Financial struggles and constant rejections tested his resilience. One of the biggest turning points came when Chris auditioned for the role of Thor in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. However, did you know that he almost didn't get the part? In fact, his younger brother, Liam Hemsworth, was initially considered for the role. But in a twist of fate, Chris landed the part, and it would change his life forever. Chris Hemsworth's casting as Thor in 2011 catapulted him to international stardom. He embodied the role of the Norse god with the perfect combination of strength, charm, and humor. Audiences instantly fell in love with his portrayal, and the success of Thor marked the beginning of his journey as one of Hollywood's most sought-after action stars. Being a part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe wasn't just a career highlight, it was a life-changing experience. Chris has said that playing Thor allowed him to showcase different sides of his personality, blending comedy and action in ways that felt natural to him. The role required intense physical training, and Chris transformed his body, becoming the muscular superhero we see on screen. But behind the scenes, he continued to stay humble, crediting his upbringing for keeping him grounded during his rapid rise to fame. After his debut as Thor, Chris Hemsworth's career skyrocketed. He reprised the role in several Marvel films, including the Avengers series, Thor, Ragnarok, and Thor, Love and Thunder. Beyond Marvel, Chris has proven his versatility by taking on a wide range of roles. He starred in action-packed films like Extraction and 12 Strong, as well as comedies like Ghostbusters. An interesting fact about Chris Hemsworth that many people might not know is his love for environmental causes. He's a passionate advocate for the ocean and wildlife conservation, often using his platform to raise awareness about climate change. In 2020, he even became a global ambassador for the Australian-based environmental group WildArk, working to protect the planet's biodiversity. Even with all his success, Chris has faced personal challenges. Maintaining a balance between his booming career and his family life hasn't always been easy. He's been married to Spanish actress Elsa Pataky since 2010, and they have 3 children together. Chris has often spoken about how family is his top priority, and despite his fame, he tries to live a simple life away from the Hollywood spotlight. Chris and Elsa decided to move back to Australia to raise their kids in a more relaxed, natural environment. They now live in Byron Bay, where Chris can often be found surfing and spending time outdoors. His decision to prioritize family and a quieter life reflects the grounded personality that has made him so relatable to fans worldwide. One of the most significant turning points in Chris Hemsworth's career was his decision to branch out from Thor and explore different types of roles. Films like Rush, where he played Formula One driver James Hunt, showed that Chris was more than just a superhero. He was a serious actor capable of tackling complex characters. As he continues to grow in his career, Chris remains dedicated to choosing roles that challenge him. With upcoming projects like Furiosa, a prequel to Mad Max, Fury Road, and the anticipated sequel to Extraction, Chris Hemsworth is far from done making an impact in Hollywood. Here's a fun fact many people might not know. Chris Hemsworth almost quit acting before landing Thor. Frustrated with constant rejections, he considered going back to Australia. But he pushed through, and the rest, as they say, is history. Chris Hemsworth's journey from a small town in Australia to Hollywood megastardom is one of determination, perseverance, and a genuine love for storytelling. From playing a soap opera heartthrob to becoming one of the most beloved superheroes in cinema, Chris has captured the hearts of millions with his charm, talent, and dedication. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the life of Chris Hemsworth, make sure to subscribe to our channel, Celebrezzy, by clicking our profile on the right side. After that, don't go anywhere just yet. Check out this amazing video on the left about the rise of Idris Elba from DJ to movie star. It's similar to this one, but I added even more details to it. I remember editing that video. It took me hours, so it's definitely worth watching. Anyways, thank you for subscribing, and we'll see you in that video.